Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we will discuss about this topic, grinding machine or grinding machine. So let's start our today's video. The topics of this video: introduction, types of grinding machines, grinding surfaces, movements in grinding operations, different parts of a grinding machine, specifications, working principle of different grinding machines. There is a figure of grinding machine. A grinding machine, often shortened to grinder, is any of various power tools or machine tools used for grinding, which is a type of machining using an abrasive wheel as the cutting tool. Each grain of abrasive on the wheel's surface cuts a small chip from the workpiece via shear deformation. Operations performed by grinding machines are grinding external and internal cylindrical surfaces, tapered and complex shaped surfaces, flat surfaces, screw threads, gear teeth, cutting of planks, sharpening cutting tools. So there are 4 figures. In these figures you can see different types of grinding machines in real life. Types of grinding machines: cylindrical grinding machine, centerless grinding machine, internal grinding machine, surface grinders, special purpose grinding machine. Cylindrical grinding, generally used for generating external cylindrical surfaces, and this is a figure of cylindrical grinding machine. Grinding machine's movements: cylindrical grinder, rotation of the workpiece as WK in meter per minute, reciprocation of work table as 1 meter per minute or fraction of grinding wheel width per revolution of WP. Intermittent cross movement of the grinding wheel relative to WP, cross feed or infeed S2, millimeter per double stroke or sometimes single stroke. And this is the figure of this. Cylindrical grinder with plank cut principle. Rotation of the workpiece as WK in meter per minute, infeed of the grinding wheel relative to WP, cross feed or infeed S1, reciprocation of wheel head table S2 meter per minute. And this is the figure of this. Internal grinders, rotation of the workpiece, circular feed as WK in meter per minute, reciprocation of workpiece of grinding wheel longitudinal feed S1 meter per minute, intermittent cross movement of the wheel head, cross feed S2. Planetary grinders, rotation of the grinding wheel about the axis of the whole being ground, circular feed as WH in meter per minute, reciprocation of workpiece of grinding wheel, longitudinal feed S1 meter per minute, and intermittent cross movement of the wheel head, cross feed S2. Surface grinders with rectangular table, reciprocation of workpiece or table, longitudinal feed as WK meter per minute, intermittent cross movement of the wheel head per stroke of the table, cross feed S1, intermittent vertical movement or infeed S1 of the grinding wheel to the depth of cut, circular feed S2. Surface grinders with revolving table, circular feed of the table as WK, wheel or table feed S1, vertical movement of the table or wheel head is the vertical feed S2. Vertical spindle surface grinders with rectangular table, longitudinal movement of the table as WK, wheel or table feed S1, intermittent vertical movement of the grinding wheel to the depth of cut S1. Vertical spindle surface grinders with revolving table, rotating movement of the table as intermittent vertical movement of the grinding wheel to the depth of cut S1. Here all these figures are drawn together, and this is the figure of Movements of grinding machines. Case study: cylindrical grinding machine. Main specification of a typical cylindrical grinding machine, model 3M151. Maximum dimension of workpiece accommodated, unit in millimeter, diameter 200, length 700. Height from table top to centers, millimeter, unit 125. Range of workpiece rotation speed, unit in RPM, 50 to 500. Power of wheel drive motor, unit in kilowatt, 10. Speed range of table traverse, meter per minute, 0.0525, and mass, unit in kg or kilogram, 6032. This is a figure, or this is a picture of cylindrical grinding machine, exactly the model 3M151. Cylindrical grinding machine's movements for model 3M151: principal movement, circular feed, longitudinal feed, cross feed or in feed, and auxiliary movements. Principal movement: rotation of the grinding wheel. Circular feed: rotation of the workpiece. Longitudinal feed: straight reciprocating movement of the work table. Cross feed or in feed: intermittent radial displacement of the wheel head per stroke of the table. Auxiliary movements: hand operated, longitudinal traverse of the table, cross feed of the wheel head, displacement of the tail stroke, and hydraulically operated positioning motion of the machine's operative members. This is a figure of kinematic diagram of cylindrical grinding machine, model 3M151. There are 7 numberings. Number 1, work head. Number 2, wheel dresser. Number 3, feed mechanism. Number 4, wheel head. Number 5, tail stroke. Number 6, rapid approach mechanisms. And number 7, hand operated table traverse mechanism. Workpiece is mounted between the centers of the work head and tail stroke, which are placed on the swiveling plate of the work table. Grinding wheel is rotated by motor M2 through a V-wheel drive 112 by 147. Circular feed or rotation of the workpiece is effected by a variable DC motor M1 through V-wheeled transmission. Here, SWK is equal to Nm 0.985 IPI dW. Cross feed or in-feed mechanism provides rapid positioning movement of the wheel head relative to the lead screw, hand-controlled or automatically controlled continuous and intermittent, and periodical cross feed of the wheel head. Hand-controlled cross feed of the wheel head is effected from hand wheel magnetic clutch C1 being engaged through bevel gear 39 by 39, variable shaft worm gearing 2 by 40 to the in-feed screw and nut transmission. Rapid positioning movement wheel head is accomplished from hydraulic motor M3 with magnetic clutch C1 being disengaged. Motion is transmitted from the shaft of the motor through a pair of cylindrical gears 35 by 35, bevel gearing 39 by 39, and further to the in-feed lead screw. Automatically controlled intermittent feeds to wheel head are powered by hydraulic motor M4 with magnetic clutch C2 engaged through worm gearing 1 by 50, hand wheel clutch C1, bevel gearing 39 by 39, and further to the in-feed lead screw. Automatically controlled periodic feed to wheel heads are performed by a gear train described above. Here, magnetic clutch is engaged for a specific period of motion and is then disengaged, stopping the motion of worm gearing 1 by 50. There is a sample questions. Draw block diagrams for the above mechanisms mentioning motor, hand wheel, shaft, gears, lead screw, etc. Functions of cylindrical grinding machines, hydraulic drive, model 3M151. Work table, reversible traverse of the work table at a working speed or variable speed, oscillating motion of the table. Wheel head, rapid advance and retraction of wheel head, cross travel of the wheel head, continuous cross feed of the wheel head, continuous in feed of the wheel head, Automatic withdrawal of wheel head. Tailstock. Withdrawal of tailstock spindle. Interlocking of hand-operated table motion mechanism. Motions of the diamond racer. Supply of lubricant to spindle bearing, in-feed lead screw bearings, and work table guideways. Look at this. There is another sample question. Write short notes on the mechanisms of automatically controlled periodic feed to wheel hairs. This is the answer of this question. Automatically controlled periodic feed to wheel hairs are performed by a gear train described above. Here, magnetic clutch is engaged for a specific period of motion and is then disengaged, stopping the motion of worm gearing 1/50. This is a picture of surface grinding machine in real life. Case study: surface grinding machine. Surface grinding machine types. Surface grinding machines are divided into the following types: machines with a horizontal spindle and a reciprocating or rectangular compound table, universal machines with a horizontal spindle and a reciprocating table, vertical spindle reciprocating table machines, horizontal spindle rotary table machines, single column planar type machines with a movable table and a movable column, double column planar type machines, double side face grinding machines with a horizontal spindle, double side face grinders with a vertical spindle. This is a figure of surface grinding machine, exactly model 3E722, and here is the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. General purpose of surface grinding machines working principle. From this figure, number 1 is cast bed, number 2 wheel head, number 3 column of rigid cast frame with a throw opening at the middle, number 4 vertical guideways which carry the wheel head, and number 5 cabinet contains hydraulic station and electrical equipment. Table reciprocates along the bed with the help from 2 hydraulic cylinders. 2-speed motor provide wheel speed up to 70 meters per second. Wheel head moves vertically by hand or automatic down feed mechanism mounted on the front wall of the bed. Rapid traverse is effected by a mechanism mounted on the rear wall of the column. Centerless grinding machine. External and internal surfaces of cylindrical parts having no central holes can be ground on centerless grinding machines. Throw feed centerless grinding, and there is the picture of this. And this is the figure of center line disposition. There are 3 types of position of center line. And this is the figure of workpiece location methods. There are two methods. Number A, on work rest blade, and number B, on shoes. And here is the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 1 is grinding wheel, number 2 workpiece, number 3 rectangular regulating wheel, number 4 work rest blade, and number 5 shoes. That's all for today. I hope you will like this video, and thank you so much for watching this.